imminent do you think an attack on Israel is from Iran, Mr. President?
I want to get secure information, but my expectation sooner than later.
What's your message to Iran in this moment?
Don't.
A Fox News alert, Joe Biden yesterday with that one-word warning to Iran, as the U.S. expects the Iranian regime to strike multiple targets inside Israel in the coming days. They're forecasting that. The White House remains on high alert, saying it is in constant communication with Israeli leaders over the prospect of a serious escalation in the region. Let's bring in retired U.S. Air Force General Philip Breedlove. General, thanks for being here. So how are those two things congruent, right? We know we're being told that attack is imminent, the size and scope of which we don't know. But yet the president is saying don't? So what do we make of all that?
Well, Pete, thanks for having me back on. I think we've said don't more than once recently, and I'm not sure that that's a message that really has standing in the world to these terrorists and to Iran, the backers of the terrorists.
Okay, so if it doesn't have standing, does that mean they escalate at their, based on their calculation of what's beneficial for them? Are they even factoring in an American response, or do they think we won't do anything?
Well, I think that they fear first and foremost an Israeli response. I mean, the Hamas, remember, Hamas starts in Iran and it ends in Iran. Hamas is already struck, and we're in a war because of their first strike into Israel, and Israel has forcibly replied. I'm fairly certain that Iran does not fear America retaliating in the Middle East. I've said more than once that our policies towards Iran, towards China, Taiwan, towards North Korea, they're all being written in Ukraine, and we are not responding in Ukraine either. So,
General, when you look at the totality of the threats we face across the globe and at home, what worries you the most? What has you most concerned? When you're putting America first, you're looking at America and saying, okay, America's interests are served or not served by the following things happening. What concerns you?
So I put us and our forces first all the time. My children wear the cloth of this nation. And I think that what worries me the most is that I see a lack of Western leadership, and specifically, I see a retreat of U.S. leadership in these larger issues around the world. We started off in recent campaigns by saying all the things that we won't do and all the things that we are afraid of. And then we build our reactions and actions based on those statements and those fears. And I think the world is watching the leadership dynamic at the top of the Western thinking changing.
Yeah, we're not setting the agenda. You're right. We're not leading boldly and speaking clearly and acting clearly about what benefits us. And as a result, we're sort of whiplashed by all these other prerogatives and look foolish in the process. General Philip Breedlove, thank you for your service and the service of your family. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
You got it, sir.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.